Note: while watching this video, please keep in mind that everything I did was with 99 Thieving, thus giving me inflated success rates. Hey everyone, welcome to my video story on how I got 99 Thieving. The basic principle of thieving is simple. You attempt to take something from an NPC, and there's a chance you'll either fail or succeed. The fail rate of thieving is dependent on your thieving level. If you fail, you'll usually be stunned as well as lose a small amount of hit points. However, there are other training methods as well, such as thieving from stalls, chests, and even the temple of a mummy. My journey began in Lumbridge. From levels 1 to 5, I simply thieved 49 men and women. This got me 149 GP, and I was ready to move on. From levels 5 to 45, I thieved extensively at, well, this city. Because the pronunciation of this city is so hotly debated, I won't even attempt it. This is a popular place to thieve for many reasons. First, there's a huge selection, ranging from food, furs, and even gems. Second, the food you can thieve here provides almost an unlimited amount of time you could spend here. If you get hurt, go steal a cake and you're good to go. Finally, if your inventory is full, you can bank your loot and then continue due to the closeness of a bank. Unfortunately, these advantages also make it competitive, and sometimes you'll have a hard time thieving. The XP per hour rates here weren't that great, but the levels didn't require much XP, so it didn't take that long at all. Looking back, it probably would have been smarter to thieve ham members from around level 30 to 45. You'll occasionally get half keys, clue scrolls, and other goods. From levels 45 to 65, I thieved extensively on master farmers. For those levels, they're incredibly quick, and the seeds you steal from them, including Ranner and Snapdragon seeds, can be worth a lot. Since I already had an extensive collection of baked goods from my past few levels, I didn't have to worry about food. My advice for master farmers is to find the farmer with the left-click thief option, because it's easier to thieve from him. He's the one without the skill cape. And just to throw this in there, I had my longest success rate for thieving ever while filming this section. My inventory was almost full by the time I failed once. From level 65 to 99, I went all the way with Pyramid Plunder. However, it's been brought to my attention that to level 91, there's a quicker method that I wish I had done. It's called Blackjacking Bandits. Not only is it the best experience in the game until level 91 thieving, it provides excellent profits as well. At 60 GP per pickpocket, you could be looking at well over 2 million in profits. But I didn't pickpocket bandits, I played Pyramid Plunder. To play, you must have at least started the quest Ictharian's Little Helper. Also, I suggest the completion of the quest Contact to access the nearby bank. As for your inventory, I suggest a prayer book and some sort of food. Monkfish would work well. The game works like this. Starting at Sophanem, you must check each door in the pyramid until you come into the room with the mummy. One door contains the mummy, and the other 3 are just dummies. The location of the mummy changes over time. This means that, while it may be in one door at one time, you can't expect it to be in the same door all the time. Once you find the mummy, you can right-click it and select to play immediately. Each room is structured similarly. There's a spike trap on the wall that you must check, 13 urns, a sarcophagus, and a treasure chest in the middle. Your goal is to plunder the last 2 rooms you can for maximum possible experience. For example, if you're thieving level 65, you can plunder rooms 1 through 5, meaning you want to plunder rooms 4 and 5. I like to plunder the chests in the middle of the room for every room, but it isn't necessary. In fact, it can hinder your experience rate a little bit, but I think the rewards from it are worth it. The reward is that it may contain a fair receptor, which I'll explain more about later. However, it's worth mentioning that a scarab swarm may attack you, and it can cause low but quick damage, as well as poison you. My suggestion is just to run away from it. After looting the chest, you need to search the 4 doors as quickly as possible. Again, only one of them will go to the next room. Once you reach the second to last room you can plunder, you need to check the snakes in the urn and loot them as quickly as possible. Generally, I like to start searching for the door when the green timer reaches the last E in required. This usually provides me with a good amount of time to fully plunder the last room. Again, loot the chest, find the door to the next room. It's the same deal in the last room, just check the trap, loot all the urns, and check the chest. Do not loot the sarcophagus in any of the rooms. It gives strength experience and lets a mummy loose, which attacks anyone. It's very annoying. If you've got extra time, exit through the white doorway. Doing so will allow you to start the next game quicker, which is good time management. After the game, you'll usually be poisoned. If that's the case, there's an item called a prayer book to cure yourself. It's a reward from the quest, The Great Brain Robbery. It requires the player to wear a holy symbol and drains your prayer by a point. If you're low on prayer, there's a nearby altar you can recharge on. I find it helpful to go to a world with lots of other players, so you can find the doorways quicker and spend less time searching. Finally, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Pharaoh's Scepter. It provides 3 teleports to 3 locations: the Pyramid Plunder Pyramid, the Agility Pyramid, and the Ancient Magics Pyramid. After you've used it 3 times, you need to talk to the Guardian Mummy who starts the Pyramid Plunder minigame and ask him to recharge it. He requires a certain number of trinkets that you can obtain while playing the Pyramid Plunder minigame. With the incredible experience rates of Pyramid Plunder, it took me around 90 hours to get to level 99. Personally, I find thieving to be the easiest non-viable skill and the second easiest skill overall, behind cooking. This is supported too, because it's the second skill to have the top 21 players in it maxed out at 200 million experience. I hope this video was entertaining and possibly informative. Remember that this was simply how I got to level 99 thieving, and it's not necessarily the best way. If you've got questions or comments, feel free to contact me via YouTube. Or, if you want to talk to me in-game, try my clan chat. If I'm logged in, I'm usually in there. Thanks for watching.